Hello guys, in today's video I'm going over 7 things successful people don't do. Mistakes are part of the process, part of growing as a person or as a business. Even so, that doesn't mean you can't try to avoid some mistakes along the way. Some people have a hard time admitting it when they make a mistake. However, successful people recognize when they have made a mistake. They learn from it, they grow, and then move on. Not looking at these mistakes and trying to improve them is where you really fuck up. But let's look into some of these mistakes successful people do, so you can actually try to skip them and go your way and to become more successful. First mistake is they don't waste your time. This is one of those characteristics that every high achiever will tell you it's a must. Successful people don't like to waste their time with pointless meetings, social media, checking their emails 50 times in a day. They have excellent time management skills and they know how to get things done within a set deadline. Successful people are most likely not playing 10 hours a day of Elden Rings, waking up at noon and doing a freaking morning routine that takes 3 hours. Action leads to results, and those successful know that. Don't waste your precious time. Second mistake is delaying gratification. This concept is kinda trendy lately, but it's true. Almost everyone who is successful understands the notion of short-term gratification in exchange for long-term gain. Making a sacrifice so you can reap the benefits afterwards. If any successful people falls into the trap of short-term pleasure, which causes them to fall behind on their long-term strategy, they will immediately correct it and possibly increase their efforts to get back on track. For many people, delaying gratification is difficult. After all, we live in a world where waiting for anything we desire for any period of time seems ridiculous and needless. You want good relationships, but you don't nurture them. You want money, but don't put in the time. You want a nice body, but you can't wait a year or 2 or 3 or 4, wherever. You need patience. I do believe reaching any big life goal needs hard effort and perseverance. Early on, successful people learn the importance of delayed gratification, and their resolve to succeed outweighs any immediate pleasure. Mistake number 3 is taking their eyes off their vision. One trait virtually all successful people share is focus. They never take their eyes off their vision, dreams or goals. They do what they need to do, and they do it with meticulous determination. People who are successful know where they are going, and because they do, they succeed. It's as simple as that. For example, if I'm being honest, I've been lacking on this and I've realized it and I'm taking the steps to fix it. It's my opinion that if you want to be successful, you need to be able to get into the zone, turn everything off and just get it done. Michael Jordan is a prime example of this. He did it perfectly. He said several times that his key success was a laser-like focus. Whether he was playing in a game, practicing with a team, or working out on his own, his mind was not thinking about anything besides winning. Next mistake is not leaping into the unknown. If you are always trying to stay on the safe side and avoid mistakes at all costs, you go nowhere. While it's great to follow a certain routine, being stuck in your ways can be very detrimental to you. The thing is that while being too bold and taking risks on a regular basis can mean either success or failure, the outcome is usually extreme. On the other hand, the dangers of being too cautious slowly kill you inside. The trick is finding the right balance between following your gut and playing it safe, doing calculated risks. Next mistake is neglecting exercise. The majority of successful people share an uncompromising attitude towards fitness and exercise. This is due to the fact that fitness may develop in you the fundamental building blocks required for success. It is safe to assume that if you are unable to commit to regular exercise, you will never achieve your full potential. Working out regularly improves your brain health, boosts your memory, enhances your concentration and focus. By integrating into your daily life, you are making your health a priority now and in the future. Fitness teaches you to keep reaching for more. Fitness should be in your mind every single day. Besides, who wants to be successful and fat? That kind of ruins the point of it, at least for me. You want to be a complete man, an exceptional man. You have the money, the looks, the charisma, you have everything. Next mistake is not reading. I already made a video on how reading is good for you, but essentially it makes you more articulate, you learn new things, it relaxes you and exercises the brain. There was a study by Tom Corley that shows that while less successful people read mostly for entertainment, those at the top are avid readers of self-improvement books. In fact, 85% of successful people read 2 or more self-improvement or educational books per month. It's one of those things you really should find the time to add to your routine, even if it's just a couple pages every day. Next and last mistake is putting other people's priorities ahead of your own. It's one thing to be helpful and support those around you when they need it. It's another to constantly put everyone else's priorities ahead of your own. Successful people understand they have to invest in themselves and make sure they aren't constantly coming in second. It's important to stand up for yourself and your priorities. Start spending some time alone, be selfish, disappear for a couple months if you have to. With all this information online, there's no reason to not avoid some mistakes along the way of being successful, wherever that means for you. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please like the video, subscribe, and as always, have a very nice day. Cheers.